Hey,
Yeah.
Brandon Pfaadt joining us
What's
right
going
now.
on,
How you
fellas?
doing, dude? You're on FT. How's life
Oh,
going?
sick. Thanks for having me. Everything's
Appreciate
great.
you. Yeah, tell me what's going on right now. How's media day so far? Anyone bothering you?
I'm not the best media person, so this is pretty frantic for me. This is the most media I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it's a good problem to have, though. I'll tell you that. So take me through the last 72 hours. What's it been like, and how many reach outs have you gotten from even people that you don't know?
Yeah, a lot. It's been unreal. I think looking over the past 72 hours feels surreal. I think it hasn't really set in yet. I think it'll set in at game time tomorrow and be like, whoa, wait, this is the World Series. This is something I watched as a kid, and yeah, it just feels unbelievable to be in this spot.
It's going to feel like that. It's going to feel like that when they're doing the announcements. And then you're going to go into the game and you're going to be like, wait a minute. Because you're not pitching tomorrow. So you're going to you'll go into the clubhouse and you'll kind of do the thing. For me, the first game of the World Series, I'll never forget. Cain was playing. I wasn't playing. I was just sitting there watching. But the announcements and everything were awesome. But it was like the other rounds. And then you're going to maybe go into the clubhouse, get yourself a coffee or something. And you're going to look at the TV and go, holy cow, this is the World Series. And that's when I noticed it. That's when I noticed it. But I think you've handled it so well so far. I think you're going to be awesome.
Yeah, the announcements I'm looking forward to. Actually, the last two announcements in the DS and CS have been warming up in the bullpen. So this time, will be pretty surreal.
The question I have is, how many tickets have people called you about and say, hey, can I get some tickets and be a part of this experience with you? How many tickets have been, asked for from your way?
Yeah, I think I have a lot of people coming to Arizona when we get back for that game 3, and I've gotten that's probably where most of the text messages are coming from, and it's just good to have that whole support group back at home, and yeah, it could be annoying at times for ticket sales, but it's at the end of the day, it's awesome to see all those supporters back at home. So I've had plenty for sure.
You'll get it back in your World Series share, so don't worry about it. You just make sure everybody's got that. But hey, that thing behind you, that sign behind you, you see that sign behind you with your name on it?
I do.
Steal the crap out of that thing as soon as you're done.
All right.
Because you'll never know if you're ever going to get another one. So enjoy it. Enjoy this whole situation.
That thing home, man.
Yes.
I'm taking that thing home.
That's good advice. Hey, Brandon, did you envision this? Your season, you get called up to make your debut. You went up and down. Did you envision this? I mean, how crazy would it have been if I told you, pick a time period, January, March, April, June. Hey, dude, you're going to be at media day, hanging out, getting ready for game 3 to start in the World Series.
Yeah, it's kind of a full circle because this is where I debuted, and coming back here and looking upon that day and that whole weekend with the family and coming back here to the ballpark where it all started is kind of surreal. So yeah, I probably wouldn't have believed you in the moment. That was so early on, and I think coming back here it kind of shows and comes to life for sure.
Going into that first start in the playoffs for you, the very first one that you finally got that start, did you hear the haters? Did you hear the people saying, well, he hasn't done this, he hasn't done that? And what was your response to that if you did hear him? And if you didn't hear him, how do you block that out?
Yeah, I heard them, especially when you're warming up. I think in Milwaukee, that was the first time I've really been through that, and I kind of used it as fuel. I kind of like that. You kind of feel abused, especially in Philly. I felt abused in the bullpen, and but at the end of the day, I was like, all right, I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna shut you all up. In Milwaukee, that was the first time I was so amped up. I don't even remember warming up, to be honest. And going into Philly, it was 10 times worse than Milwaukee. And you just got to, at the end of the day, you kind of use it as fuel, and it kind of helps you get ready to go.
Yeah. Well, it's been a lot of fun to watch, like that entire pitching staff. You have been, huge for this team, where you've pitched. But who's kind of been that like veteran leader or that coach that kind of help guide you and push you towards the dominance that you've had?
Yeah, I think on the pitching side, Zach Gallen and Merrill Kelly have been huge for the younger guys, and from day one, whether that be game planning, routine, or just even watching them throw bullpens. I think I probably watched at least 50% of their bullpens, and just went out there and kind of implement it into your own game. And every fifth day, you go out and see Zach Gallen pitch, so you can take bits and pieces. And I use the routine. I ask them questions early on, and pretty often too, more often than you would think. And just having those guys at the top of the rotation to lean on and help my own game, that's been huge.
What do you think of Zach Gallen's social media game? So have you enjoyed a little shade getting thrown there? And yeah, I'm sure he had a good time with the Philly crowd too.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. I wish my social media game was as good as his.
You're a rookie though. Like eventually, because do you agree that kind of banter is good for our sport, right? To kind of just drive up some fun conversation, good clean fun on social, and mess around with fans.
I do. Hopefully one day I can do it as well as Zach, for sure.
Brandon, do you have any animosity towards the coaching staff for sending you down, towards the organization for sending you down, and then you come back up and you're an absolute beast? You are the linchpin of this team on the pitching staff from the starting side right now.
Yeah, I remember the day I got sent down, and it was pretty transparent to what I needed to work on and how I needed to get better. And we were pretty, like I said, we were pretty transparent on the whole situation. We went down, got better both times, and I went down with a game plan on what to work on, what to get better at. And at the end of the day, it's showing now in the postseason, and it was like a blessing in disguise for sure.
Brandon, we really appreciate it, dude. Great to talk to you. I love technology that we can just do a little hangout for a few minutes because we can't be there. We're way too expensive. These guys all need first-class flights. But Cain and Kratz, appreciate you. Good luck, dude. Go crush it out there. We'll be watching, all right?
All right. Thank you, guys. Thanks for having me.